Hey guys, it's James. We're gonna talk about why I am spending over $150,000 on my landscaping. So when you're selling luxury or higher end flips, you gotta pay attention to the details. On a lot of our flip properties, we go with standard landscaping packages. New sod, new soil, new trees and bark, and typically we're spending anywhere between $3,000 and $6,000 per project. On this home, it's a much more special, unique property. In addition to, we're targeting a price of $4.5 million when we go to sell it. That means we got to pay attention to the details. So when you have a luxury flip, you need to budget for extra resources. We brought out our landscape architect. This architect is going to design the whole thing for me, where the sod's going, where the bed's going. They're going to select all the plants. They're going to give me a product list to give to my landscapers to quote in. The reason we want to do it this way is we want to make sure that the landscaping is just as cohesive as the remodel in the house. When you're selling more luxury items, you gotta pay attention to the details. So make sure you spend the time, money, and bring in the right people to execute your landscaping plan. And so what they need is an accompanying landscape plan with it.
Okay.
And so I think the things that we probably want to address and talk about is A, what are we doing, which is pretty basic.
Okay.
And then B, inside these wetland buffers, should we be planting like wetland plants so it looks a little better too? Like cattail, whatever it is.
So did the wetland like delineation and stuff, did they not include like
Normally they say like we want this in this area.
Yeah, so a lot of times they'll include like but maybe you just needed to have it delineated. Did they not say you had to do a mitigation plan?
No, they did on that letter that we were gonna have, or there's
Yeah.
two things. So what I can do is I can email, the wetland guy's pretty on it.
Okay.
I would save him as a resource.
Okay.
He's definitely
It's
good.
always good to know because honestly, like I sent to the references I know, and like often they're like one of them's a big company and they charge an arm and a leg.
They're a little
you know?
snooty.
They're a little.
The lady was a little snooty.
Okay.
She's like, well, I can get out there in 8 weeks.
Yes.
I need
Yeah.
this. And I'm like, this guy was like, yeah, I can get it done.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just finding someone. Yeah. You know how it is.
Yeah.
The industry.
No, it's, I was like, okay, let me call you back. So I'll CC him and say, hey, are we having to do these things? Are you producing this? So we can kind of everyone get on the same
Exactly.
page.
And then a lot of times what we'll do on our plans is we'll just say, you know, mitigation area reference, critical area
Yep.
plan, and but we can also do a planting
We
plan
can
for
do a
that
planting
too.
plan. We're fully capable of doing a mitigation planting plan. It's just we just need to know where the areas are that
Yep.
need to be mitigated. So
Again, I know he has them.
okay,
Like here would be all the buffers in here.
okay,
So he has them all in here. They're all pretty low rated wetlands.
okay,
So basically what we want to do, we're just trying to get it, you know, we don't want to touch area, like the wetland areas, we can plant and do whatever to clean it up around. He did say we're now allowed to pull this out, which is good. So I'm going to be able to yank this out of here.
okay.
And then the rest of the landscaping, all we're really trying to do is just hydro seed this whole thing, but basically get the place wide open as much as we can.
Okay.
Some perimeter cypress trees a little bit in there.
Okay.
Kind of like my last house in Bridal Trails.
We did the screening along the property line.
Yeah,
Yep.
just kind of more basic too, because we also don't want to get stuck with like a $200,000.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you can dump a lot of money into this. It's a big yard, but
Yeah, and
so screening. So you did the Leland cypresses at your other house.
Yep.
That's what you like. They're great.
Yep.
Okay, and then maximize the lawn area where it makes sense. Like.
Yeah, so we were planning on filling this. Like my plan was to go sod all the way through here.
Yeah, there's an image that I printed out that was part of the. Let's look at that. This one.
Oh, my drawing?
And this is your drawing?
Yep.
So it was like grass through here, and then but we'll just have to work around the trees.
Yep.
Like the existing trees. Okay.
Yeah, and I think we just work around whatever's there and don't, you know, it's a cool property. I just, like for me, I like to let the next owner do their customization and just get it wide open for them.
Okay.
And so they kind of pull in, because
So
we
basically cleaning it up and letting them have an idea of what they could do in the future. But
yeah, just get it like park feel almost. And then they can kind of add in whatever they want from there. We are, driveway staying where it is, we're resurfacing it all. So because again, with the wetlands, I didn't want to mess with all that either.
Yep.
So we're just overlaying right over the top of it.
Okay.
Um,
And then anything at the house or just nothing?
yeah, we can talk about all this because this is more the basics.
Okay.
And like, I know we can't mess with this. I think we're gonna be able to clean up some of that, which will be good. I am gonna be replacing the fence boards so it looks nicer.
Okay.
I just don't want to touch anything until, I mean, if it's an existing fence, I'm allowed to repair.
Okay.
Um,
So for who's doing the clearing and grading permit, do we need to do that in part of it, or?
that would be awesome if you could.
So I've only done maybe 2 or 3 in Bellevue.
Okay.
Where we're capable of doing. I think it's just it's not fun to do, but it's like it's about how much soil's being removed or not. Let me look into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're not moving a lot of dirt around.
Yeah.
Like, that was the whole goal, was just to kind of get it cleaned up, sodded out, and that's why I think they were just like, yeah, go ahead and go for it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the project that I last did, it was quite a nightmare because he had already gotten red flagged, and the city was so not happy with him.
Bellevue?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
But I mean, he was doing major. Like,
yeah.
you did these big walls. And,
he was
like,
doing,
I mean,
yeah. He was,
Oh, like really go for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was kind of a nightmare.
He was moving dirt and pouring concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without,
We've done none of that.
Yeah.
All we did is we had, now I'm looking back, I'm really annoyed because I just figured out about these clearing forester guys that will work for you now. And they basically just go through your stickers and grind it into like, and it costs you 1/10 the cost, and you need no permit because you're not touching any soil. And I'm like, because we were just trying to get the stickers out. Like,
Yeah.
it was the amount of rats in our yard. And that's why I was like, you guys, I got neighbors yelling at me, I got to get this done. I got like, so. But yeah, so we want to get this as wide open. I'm thinking just this side would be more like plants and beds, and
Okay.
just through this.
but like lawn along the, like undulating along the driveway.
Yeah,
and
that-
on that side it's more native plantings and like low maintenance stuff.
Yeah,
Hello. Hi.
yeah. I would say just a mixture of whatever we can get. I don't mind getting more grass in either or lawn because it just adds more greenery.